So I have officially fished 5 different culverts, and in every single culvert I have caught a brook trout. Alright guys, so welcome back to another episode of Hardman Fishing Adventures. So today, in today's video, I'm fishing a completely new creek that I've never been to, never touched it in my life. I've seen it once on one little hiking trip I did, but I wasn't fishing at the time. I've got a little bit of a hike into this creek. There's not really a good way to access it, which is part of the reason I want to fish it to begin with. And I think there's a real possibility that it could have some really good fish in it. I'm hoping. It's a beautiful day. It's like 76 degrees or something like that. Sunny. I'm wet waiting for one of the first times of the year. And yeah, I'm excited. Oh my gosh. No way, guys. No way. I don't believe that. Unbelievable is what that is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's my little culvert hole brook trout. Look at that. I'm gonna go ahead and let him go. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, I fished up probably, I don't know, several miles of this creek, and I caught one singular brook trout, which I wasn't recording for. And basically, I'm walking out, and the creek has a bunch of like teeny tiny little tributaries. And I'm walking out, and this one little tributary crosses this road that's behind me. And there's a culvert that allows this tiny little tributary to come off the hill and go onto the road without the road washing out. And I stopped there and I was like, I guess there could be a brook trout in this little culvert hole, and cast it in there. Thought I was stuck on the bottom, and it was a little brook trout in this tiny, 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 look at that, in that tiny little culvert hole right there. And I mean, that just proves that there's brook trout in this system and in this creek, probably a lot more than I'm seeing, but they're just not biting for whatever reason. I'm still gonna head out of here and try a different creek, just to hopefully catch a few fish for you guys. But I mean, this is part of it. This is part of the stuff that I don't really show you guys that much, because quite honestly, it can get, it's tough, and it's tough to film, and it's tough to film and make it entertaining. So yeah, I mean, this is real life. Sometimes you go out and you don't catch anything, or you catch like one tiny little brook trout in a little culvert hole after fishing an entire creek for miles and miles and miles. So it is what it is. It's part of fishing. And yeah, let's get out of here and see if I can't find some fish in a different area. All right guys, so I was driving on my way to the next spot, and I saw this beautiful little culvert hole here. And there's absolutely no reason why there wouldn't be brook trout in here. So, you know what I had to do? I had to pull over on the side of the road and see if I can't catch a rookie in here. I was guaranteed there's one in here, but that doesn't mean I can catch it. Jeez, this is a pretty hole, man. I'd be shocked if there's nothing in here. Shocked to tell you. Oh, where it is. I'm gonna say, man. Gonna say. There's no way. Absolutely no way. Wow, what a pretty fish too. Great guacamole, boys. Great guacamole. Look how orange his spots are. It's pretty incredible. Culvert holes for the win. That's all I can say. Culvert holes for the win. Chill. Right underneath this undercut bank. Well, I knew there'd be fish in this culvert hole. It's just too good of a hole. Probably fish this tributary up there now that I know there's brook trout in it. What do you think? Do I blue line this tributary, or do I fish what I was going to fish to originally to begin with? I'll blue line it for a second. Why not? All right, guys, so here's the creek that I just caught the one brook trout out of at the bottom. It's not very big, so I'm probably not going to catch anything very big out of it, but it's relatively easy to access, and it's got some decent little holes like this one right here. And that's about as good as you can ask for from a tiny little creek like this. So we'll see if I can't catch a brook trout or two out of here, since apparently I can't catch them out of the places that I really want to catch them out of. This hole right here is kind of why I stopped, although it's looking just about as rough. Oh, buddy, that's a nice fish. Oh, he's pretty too. Wow, wow. Dry fly eater. Can you chill out for a second, dude? Chill out, we'll be friends. Wow, look at the colors on that fish. Caught this tiny little creek. This is blue lining at its finest, that's for sure. You look like you're tangled up a little bit, buddy. All right, folks, so there you have it. What I just did there is like, I mean, that is blue lining. Like if you looked up blue lining in the dictionary, that would come up. I mean, I started out with a general idea of what I wanted to do today, which was catch brook trout in a system that I'd never really fished before. I tried it and pretty much failed. And I decided to kind of change creeks. I'm in the same system, but I'm changing creeks. And basically on the way to the other place that I wanted to fish, I saw this culvert hole, cast it in the culvert hole, caught a brook trout. And then I just kind of blue lined the stream. Couldn't even tell you the name of this creek. I have no idea what this creek is called. But I kind of come up here and I'm catching native brook trout out of here. All right, so as you can see, I found another culvert. Literally, once again, I was just driving on this road through here, saw this culvert, and I was like, well, let's see if we can go 3 for 3 with culvert fish today. Once again, I have no idea what the name of this creek is, and this is not even the creek that I originally wanted to fish, but I'd be shocked if there wasn't fish in it, you know? But we'll find out. Oh, okay, okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We might still catch one. We might still have hope. Might just be on that far side. There it is. 3 for 3 culverts. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, buddy. 3 for 3 culverts, 3 different creeks. Blue lining at its finest. This fish is a little bit more colorful. Beautiful little native out of the 3rd culvert. Thanks, buddy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have another little tiny culvert here. Can we go 5 for 5, 4 for 4? I don't even know what this would be. This is a small creek though, so if I don't catch it, it doesn't count. Am I right? I don't even exactly know what to even do here. I might just dap this in the water and see what happens, see if something comes out. Got him. 4 for 4 on culvert brook trout. Let's go. Oh my gosh, that's a nice fish, dude. Look at that. Wow. Oh gosh. Did not expect that out of this hole. Oh, he came off, that's okay. I was gonna try to get an underwater release. But this is what he was sitting in real quick. I'll just show this off. Fish culvert, fish, no way. I can't even, no. I want to show them off. Stop. Got him, guys. Look at that. That's another culvert. Down, another fish. Fifth culvert, fifth fish, man. Go ahead and let him go right here. Then get back into his hole. This culvert's literally like, I mean, I've barely moved from the last culvert. It's just like the next little tributary over. It's just insane that there's like every one of these culverts, every one of these creeks, they all have brook trout. So I have officially fished 5 different culverts, and in every single culvert I have caught a brook trout. And 5 different culverts, 5 different creeks. And the reason blue lining is so cool is not only do I get to go to these creeks and prove to myself that there's brook trout in them just for my own personal database, but I also now know that each one of these creeks have brook trout in it. So like if I want to come back and fish up a full, like one of these creeks all the way up to the top and catch a bunch of brook trout for a fun day of fishing, I can do that now that I know that there's fish in these creeks. So this is kind of what I do a lot of times behind the scenes. I go out and spend an afternoon or a day running around trying to figure out, you know, where are the fish, what are the populations like, things like that. And then oftentimes if it's really good or if it's something that I think is interesting, I'll go back and try to make a video out of it. So, all right guys, so I'm about to go 6 for 6 because I found another culvert. I'm gonna try to go 6 for 6 if I can figure out a way to get down here. But as you can tell, I'm working real hard for these fish. Literally parking my vehicle and then shimmying down every single creek that I cross. I'm shimmying down because all of them have culverts or something that kind of creates a big hole. And I know the main stem of this creek has brook trout in it. So I think what's happening is they're kind of running up these creeks. And I think in most cases they can't get above the culverts. Like this one they can't get above. So I'd be shocked if there wasn't one in here. And my GoPro died, so I'm gonna set up this camera and, oh yeah, and hopefully catch one out of here for you guys real quick. This is legitimately my biggest one yet. Beautiful culvert hole brookie, man. It just doesn't get any better than that. He's so fat. I don't know what he has been eating, but he's like obesely overweight. So I'm probably gonna get this guy released and then keep going. I mean, look at the colors on him. What an incredible little brook trout. That is unbelievable. Ate the nymphs. 6 for 6 on the culverts, and that's the biggest one yet, which is crazy. I mean, he's got like a really good root ball to hang out over there underneath, but it seems like the fish are getting bigger and the creeks are not getting bigger. So it might just be that the headwaters of this particular system are just healthier, so there's bigger fish, and therefore the bigger fish can, you know, kind of run up into these culvert holes and stuff, and they can't get above them, as I said earlier. So yeah, I'm gonna hop and see if there's another culvert, because if I keep catching fish, I'm not gonna stop, that's for sure. All right, well, I have searched for another culvert and I ran out. So I think I went 6 for 6 on culverts with brook trout, which is freaking awesome. And the beaver dam behind me, I don't know if you guys can see very well. This creek here is the one that I originally wanted to fish, and quite frankly, I just don't have time to fish it right now. I mean, it's 7 o'clock. I probably still have another hour, but realistically, the fish are probably pretty well shut down. And I still have a heck of a drive home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little blue lining adventure. This is really what blue lining is all about, just because you go out, you really don't know what. I had no plan for exactly what I was doing, other than I knew there's one creek I wanted to fish that creek, almost got skunked, caught one fish out of a culvert, left, and then started blue lining a bunch of other areas, and I ended up catching, I think, 6 or 7 fish out of 6 or 7 different creeks. So yeah, I mean, it just quite honestly doesn't get any better than that. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and leave a comment because it helps out a ton. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button because it's free to you. And quite frankly, there's like 80% of the people that watch these videos aren't subscribed. So anyway, I'm gonna shut up and get my gear off and get back home. So thank you so much for watching.